guys, my country cousin got up this morning and Mommy decided that she wanted to make some apple butter. Okay, so we're here at the orchard and we're gonna go ahead and come on here and check out the apples. She likes to get these special kind this time of year to make apple butter. The ones that we pick later in the fall, we'll cut them up and freeze them. But she's gonna give us a nice lesson on apple butter and show us how she does it, and that's gonna be interesting. So here we go. Lord apples. Thought this one tree here we might ease over and give it a good shake, Casey. Look here, a deer ate this apple. See the deer bites in it. I tell you what we do notice up here at this orchard is most of the apples that are deer height, they're gone. You gotta shake the tree. That one looks good. Are you hungry? So we're on our way back from the orchard and Mommy gave us some scraps that she wants us to give to the chickens. So we're gonna scrap them quick, and this is her leftover tomato scraps. We told you we fed them to the chickens. We do. Here, Livonia, call them in. They love her. She's always the one with the food. They see her coming, they come running. Yep, but we're gonna go down and take Mom some apples after this, and we'll get back to that in just a second. Okay, so here we go. We brought Mom a 5-gallon bucket of apples. And what's she done? She's back in here canning tomatoes again. So it looks like we're going to be working all day. We're going to show you. She's over here starting. We use these bad apples. She's going to cut this. She's going to cut that bad spot out, and we're going to end up with what's in this bowl. This is what we'll do. And Mom wants me to put a little water on these. Come over here and let me show them this, love. Whenever we first bring them from the orchard, she of course puts them in water here, and we're going to rinse them off. There's grass floating around in here and stuff, and we're going to clean them up. She uses the skin and all, but we don't use the core, and we don't use the seeds, and we don't use the stems or anything like that, but she does leave the skin on them.
I have a new way of making apple butter, and it's so easy, and it's delicious, the best I've ever had.
She puts it in a crock pot.
Yes. The old time way, you had to cook it for hours to make it get on a real low heat. A lot of the old timers, you made it outside in a cast iron kettle over an open fire and cooked it for 24 hours on a real low heat. But it scorches easy, and this new way with the crock pot, you turn it on a low heat and cook it for 24 hours, and it turns it a dark, rich brown, and it's good, and it's so easy.
Hey, Casey. Hey, Casey, what's going on? We got the Casey cameo. Look here, remember all them apples we picked? Take a measurement here and see how many. So this is 8 cups.
The apples were clean.
Yeah, the apples
just the juice from the apples.
That's what that got. And this is 16, so there's 24 cups total. It fills up her pot. And now we're just going to turn it on and let it cook a while, right, Mom? No more water?
Yeah, I found about this pot full of apples, by the time it cooks down and we use a colander, usually makes my oval crock pot about full.
Yeah, we'll bring that in here. We'll show you guys.
This pot full make my crock pot full.
Okay, there we go. We're ready to cook. This is going to the chickens. The only thing she's going to put in it is sugar and cinnamon, and we'll show you the measurements on that in just a minute. Okay, so we got them over here. We're on the stove. Mommy's big pot's full to the top, and she's only got about that much water in there, maybe a half a cup. You saw it look kind of like juice. It's probably a half a cup if we poured it out and measured it. I'm going to guess. Now she's going to put the lid on it. She's got it turned on number 3 here, which is low, high, medium, low, somewhere in there. She said it's going to cook for about 30 minutes like this until the apples are soft. When you come over here and you stick a knife in them and they're soft, they're done. And then we're going to transform to the colander, and then we'll start our saucing procedure. Okay, so Mom says they're ready. She's got them. Mom, bring them on over. This is what we've got. We had about 24 cups of apples, about. This is what it looks like. It looks kind of like a mushy applesauce. You see the skins are still in there. We've busted out this old colander. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's the one that we always use. This was my granny's. This thing's probably from the 1940s. It really is that old. And then there's nothing in here yet. A little bit of water and the apples, and we've cooked them down. There's no sugar and there's no cinnamon yet. That's what she's going to do. This is her crock pot. This is what we're going to make. This is what we're going to make the apple butter in. I just kind of wanted to show you guys the size of that. It's kind of an oval round one, and this will cook for 24 hours. Let me go ahead and start putting it in here. I like to take this big cup thing. And this is the, basically really, besides peeling them, this is the hardest part. Just cranking it out because you gotta
It's a lot of work.
You gotta have the patience of Job and just stand here and keep cranking.
To do this than it is to peel the apples.
Yeah, it's easier to do this than to peel the apples. I guess unless you had an apple peeler. But I think those waste the apples. So here we go, just like canning the tomatoes. You can see what I'm doing. Letting it spin around here. Crush all these apples, and there's what we're going to end up with, a fine little applesauce. This is enough. I'll show you how much it makes here in a minute. Okay, so here we go. I'm done with the last cranking. What's left in there, you know where that's going, Chicken City. This right here is what's left. Now, Mom says if you just want to have applesauce, you can just put your sugar and cinnamon right in here and go ahead and get ready to can it. That technically is applesauce right there. It's unsweetened, but the apples do make a little bit of natural sugar. Okay, so here we go. It's in the crock pot. It's ready to go. We got our apples in here, a little bit of water, 3 cups of sugar, and 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. That's all it's going to have. And we're going to take it out to the laundry room. Don't pay any attention to the mess because this is the laundry room. This keeps the house cool because, believe it or not, it's hot here in Eastern Kentucky right now, and the crock pot heats up the kitchen. So Mommy's going to put it right here. And what do you put it on, Mom?
Low. You need to stir it every now and then. So
About every 4 or 5 hours?
Just every now and then.
Every now and then, come check on it. Okay, so we come in here to check Mama's apple butter. It's not been going very long, and we had a visitor. Say hi, Jakey.
Hi.
Jakey said he was interested in tasting it. I told him it wasn't apple butter yet, but it was applesauce. What do you think? You better blow on it. Be careful. What do you think? Did you like it? Is it good?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so guys, we're in here. We're getting ready to sterilize our jars for the apple butter. It's almost done. Show them how much water's in this pot, Lonnie. About that much. Just maybe 1.5 inches. So we're going to take all these jars. We're going to turn them upside down in here because we've said it before, but everything has to be sterile. You have to get everything good and hot and bubbly. Okay, so we got the water turned up now a little bit. We're going to bring it to a boil. Then we're going to crank it back down. We just want it to be hot. We want it to be hot enough you can't really touch it, but you don't want them boiling, bubbling hot because it'll break them. So we're going to try, there's a happy medium, and we're going to try to show you that too. Now I'm going to go get the apple butter. It's ready. Okay, so the apple butter's ready. It's been going for a good 24 hours. We'll take the lid off. It's really hot. You need to have it really hot. I'm going to stir it up, and if you remember what we showed you yesterday, the original applesauce, you could tell this is a whole nother creature here. This is apple butter.
It smells so good.
I know it smells really good. It makes the whole house smell good. You can smell it when you come in the back door. So what we've got the jars over here. They're sterilized. You've seen how much water, and now they're hot to the touch. They're hot, and that's what you need. The apple butter has to be hot. The jars have to be hot. The lids have to be hot. The rings have to be hot. Everything. Now, they're pretty hot, but I'm pretty tough, so. Woo-hoo! Pretty warm. Now, we'll take our little funnel here. How far up, Mom? How far you like the apple butter? This is your...
About up to that ring there.
You're the one that does
Up to
this
that
one.
ring there.
So about to the first ring, she says. Now you can see the steam rolling off of it. It's pretty
You
warm.
got
She
too
says
much.
that's enough.
Well, that's
I
all
think
right.
that's okay. Now
You
we're
gotta
gonna.
have, you need a 1/4 inch headspace between the item that's inside and the lid.
So at least a 1/4 inch. I think we're fine.
At
So I'm gonna
least.
wipe this off with a nice clean rag. And I'm gonna jump over here. I'm gonna get my tongs. I'm gonna get me a nice clean sterilized lid. Put that on there. And then I've got a nice clean sterilized ring. And we're gonna repeat this process. Woo, it's good and hot. We're gonna repeat this process until we're done, and we'll show you the finished product in a minute. Okay, so you saw the apples, you saw the process. This is what we came off with. This is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarts. And we think these are half pints, somewhere around that, and 4 half pints. So that's what 24 cups of apples made of apple butter, and about 3.5 cups of sugar We added a little bit to taste, and it ended up being about 3.5 cups. But here's what we got. And that's the apple butter, and we'll put the year and the date on it from and tell us what it is and put it in the cellar. And that's how we do it. Boys, don't forget, if you like what you see, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us and follow us and share on Facebook. Spread us around a little bit.